Yeah, so you imagine everything, I think, and you see it, and you come here to see it. Of course, sometimes what imagine everything doesn't happen the way it is, but generally it does, and it works. Imagination creates reality.
I mean, that's the power of this conversation and the power of this life. Like, the fact that we have a neocortex, we're different to any other species in the world. And we look at something, we see something, and we are actually here. I mean, to be able to have enjoyed this with family and friends, people from all over the world, and just how powerful it is coming together as a family, having one mind and saying, okay, this is what we want to do. Even for me, imagining this trip. And when you think about it, Dad, we're praying every second of every day. Whether we like it or not, we're praying, and a prayer is simply also a thought that you have in your mind. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So as when you go to prayer, so before always I used to think praying to God. As grow up in Christianity, I used to think prayer is just kneel you down when you have a problem and then ask God in the sky to give you something or to help or to protect. And you go maybe Sunday churches just to pray to God to fulfill your need. But now I found there's other way. Prayer is just to communicate to your mind, which is your God, every day for some things you need. And that is how now we have been trying to do, and we have been doing all the times. We have been talking to our mind. Everything, even though at the time we have been kneel down, but everything's happened for you, always started in your mind. But we never pay attention on it. So that's the attention we are bringing to people. There's nothing has happened to you first which hasn't started in your mind. So that's how praying to God, that's communicate to God. Everything, the job you are doing now, the study you are doing now, any profession you are doing now, it comes in your mind first. You thought about it, but we never thought we are praying for it. We are not told we are communicate with God. And everything God give to you come through your mind. Yeah, there's nothing come outside. And even if you want to buy a car, you sit in your mind first. Even if you want to buy a furniture, you want to do everything that you sit in your mind first, and then later it become reality. So that's what now we are calling God. We are praying to God. Any thought, any communication, any desire which is in your mind, because your mind is your God. You are talking to God every day. You are praying to God every day. So communicating with your mind is just praying to God.
Hey guys, I know you're enjoying this video, but please take the time, hit the link in the description and sign up to Aloys Rubasha's new screen. You can sign up either monthly or for the year to really invest in yourself, to really cultivate your mindset, cultivate the power of who you truly are. It is all about the knowledge and power that you have with it. And it is the application of the knowledge that is going to take you far in life. This is an investment that is infinite, that has infinite amount of supply, because coming to Aloys Rubasha's teachings, experiencing the Word of God. And what is the Word of God? It's about empowering yourself. That is what we're putting here for you. We're cultivating a community of like-minded individuals, for people who want to grow, for people who want to continue to cultivate that mindset of, I can do anything I put my mind to. I can go out and work on my health, work on my happiness. Nothing outside of me is going to make me happy. I can work on my love and my beauty because I have everything. I am an amazing person. You are too. So hit the link in the description. It's going to take you to sign up for your Uscreen membership today. Where would you say faith comes into this?
Faith now is where is something which is going to come we haven't seen in reality. Faith, it's assurance. It's something's going to come to happen. You haven't seen it yet, but you want it, and then you are thinking it's going to happen. So that's your faith. You have a faith. You see, I'm going to make this team. That's the faith you have. That's the thing, the desire you want to have. And the reason you have it in your mind, because God is already given to you. So, but only God, He has, you can't control is His time. God controls His time. Everything you see here around the world has His own time. There's nothing doesn't have time. So that is how now the fear the doubt for ourselves, and then the God. So that's how the God control everything. That the God, his timing. Yeah, so you see, everything, people get birth and anything, animal get, everything has his time, his period, the season, the weathers, everything has his time. But that's how we do. See, if you imagine something, you plant something in your mind, the doubt is when I'm going to get it.
Or how it's going to come.
And how it's going to come. But the faith now gives to you, even though you don't have it in reality. And the people have been having faith, and they believe themselves for something they're chasing, always go to come in reality. So the timing, that is the power of God. That's the power of our Father. When guys, I keep telling you, you are God. Our mind is our God. It's how we communicate to our God, the Father of creation of this. But he's the one who's going to give you all his time. It's the same, every life has his time.
Yeah, it's that in-between part. And I think another thing with faith is, again, because you've given that idea, and that's why it's very important, guys, when you have an idea that starts from nothing, that's a thought, don't take that lightly. Take action on it, because that idea has come from a high frequency, especially if it's a good idea. It's come from something higher than you, that came out of nothing, and it's come as a thought. And so when you see that, take action on that, because that will become a physical reality, dependent not only on your actions, but on your constant thoughts. I might continue to keep thinking about this thing, and then in a way that I can create it.
Yes, and that's what sometimes you think. Everything has invented in this world. Everything he started with one thought. See? And everything has to start with one thought. There's no 10 thoughts to start the same thing. One thought came in and then brings everything to reality. One thought, it brings other mind to come to put together to make it happen. There's nothing. It doesn't come fast with mind thought. Everything you can think, everything be created, it started with one mind, and the one mind is always God. And remember, what God always gives us in our mind, everything, it's good for you. Everything's happen, it's good. Whatever we call it, it's say negative and positive. Both they are good, because both comes from God. And there is a process, because again, sometimes negative, it become positive. Something's wrong, always become positive. There is nothing doesn't change from negative to positive. That's how life is. But when you are in that period of negativity, when you are in that period of doubt, when you're in that things, when it's going to happening, that experience also God has bring us to experience. See, this world is the experience, the good and the evil. The good and evil, they are 50-50. See, good, bad, good, it starts within you. When you have doubt yourself, you can wake up in the morning in negative mood. No one has talked to you, no one has told you, but you feel mood. You feel you don't want to go to work, give you money. You feel you do things there. As it starts with your thought.
Hey guys, I know you enjoying this video, but I got some exciting news for you. If you're like us here at the Rubasha Family podcast, and like myself, we all about drip, we all about traveling in style. Now this video is brought to you by Booking.com. Now we all know when it comes to holidays, when it comes to choosing a destination and having the best extensive information and flexibility, Booking.com are gonna do it for you. We've been able to plan so many holidays with our family, our friends, bringing love, bringing joy, bringing inspiration. Life is so precious, life is so joyful, and you always wanna do things with style. You always wanna do things with such confidence and drip that you don't wanna miss out. When it comes to looking for amazing accommodation, hotels, whatever it is, Booking.com is the place to go. I personally experienced it, and it's all about giving value and service to people's lives. Click the link in the description, you don't wanna miss out on that. And let's get back to the video.
Your God talk to you every day. Your mind can wake you up in the morning and make your day miserable. And that has happened. We've been living like that. You wake up, you feel you don't want to do anything. You wake up and feel you don't want to do things there. Because your mind is in yourself. You never be alone. People say, oh, I've been lonely. no one been lonely because there's somebody talking to you. And even you start feeling you're lonely is because you hear that person say to you, well, you don't even have a friend. And who tells you that? Somebody within you. And so then morning you could come and make your day good day. Without anyone around you, you feel your day is good. You enjoy it. And nothing you have. There's no money, there's nothing, but you are feeling you're good. And you walk on the street, you're good. So that is now we're bringing to you guys. Every time you feel good, you feel bad, communicate with your mind first. Yes. That's how negative become.
Positive. And a lot of people sometimes they accept the negative as the final reality. You know what I mean? When it's just a stage, and it's not even, you are the thoughts that you choose to accept. So if you accept it's evil, it's going to become evil. If you accept whatever you're going through is a positive, that's what it's going to be. And when you talk about that, I think it's such an important message every day to wake up like that. Because like you can see, even we're here, right, in a beautiful sunset view at a beautiful hotel, but like, we talk about that, right? And then like you said, you can even come a place on holiday, but because your mind is always in that constant state of maybe you wake up and something trips you up, then you find yourself on holiday and you're constantly complaining. There's always something wrong. There's always something this. It doesn't matter the location now you've gone to, you on holiday or you're working, it's because you haven't fixed your mind. Now wherever you go, that you're always with that constant state. So you could have a view like this, you're enjoying, but your state is always in a negative mindset, always wondering about what's wrong with the holiday and why is this not like this, instead of just being present and enjoying the moment,
Yes, that's how our mind is so powerful. When you pay attention to our mind now, that way we are learning, that is the state we are in. So each state you are in, it's you who put yourself, because everything's coming in our mind, the thought, the anger, the happiness. And when again, what you're facing with people, what you're facing with friends, what you're facing in the media, what you face around you, the surroundings, also they work with you. But if the end of the day, go back to your mind, because at the most the power you have. That is the freedom you have, because the freedom to have your thought, the freedom to have your day, it's in you, it's within you, it's in your mind. Somebody can insult you. And how you go to start your day, your boss maybe tell you something's off when you're starting your morning shift. How you go to deal with it? You could have been on holiday and something they forgot to do things for you, and it changed your mood completely. You see, that's how you were. So, hold on. My mind, pray to God, communicate to Him. Say, why are you doing this? Why something like this? It changed straight away. It changed your mood. You have to pay attention to this. See, you have to practice this as we're talking, because everything has happened to you. What I'm talking to you now is nothing new. These things have been happening to us the same way. Everything creation has been all these times. So it's something we're talking here, nothing new. In some things everybody have been talking, and some things we face every day, but we don't pay attention to it.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're gonna love that one.